The Maconomics Wealth Summit Weekend is a 3-day high-vibe experience helping you to build real wealth, expand your network, and step fully into your financial power.
Financial literacy expert and founder of the digital series Maconomics, Ross Mack, is here to share all the details. Welcome. It's great to have you back.
Thanks so much for having me.
We were talking about kids not understanding money, but there are a lot of adults out there that don't understand money.
Yeah, and that's literally what this whole thing is about, right? I think the biggest thing that we're trying to do is close the overall wealth gap by first starting off with the information gap. And so it's really important that we bring experts so that people that, just everyday people can actually come and actually truly understand in a way that is much more digestible.
Okay, so are you talking about buying property? Are you talking stocks and bonds? What type of wealth building are you talking about?
I love it. And the reality is everything.
Okay.
And so what you got to understand is that, one, you can't get rich by saving your money, but more importantly, you can get rich or build wealth in a multitude of ways. And so what we want to do, a person, when they leave, they're going to have a true blueprint and true actionable steps in order to actually get there. So we always start with, one, the overall psychology of money, right? We were just talking about how our kids like to spend money, just the gamification of it, but adults also like to spend money and live beyond their means. So we're talking about psychology of money, budgeting. Now we're talking about investing in the stock market. We're talking about building wealth through real estate. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about getting access to government contracts, etc. So the reality is it's a multitude, and I think that the biggest thing is when a person leaves, they have a true blueprint to say, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up this account for myself, this retirement account. I now know which investments that I should finally own, and that's really the overall goal.
Well, and a lot of that really involves networking to get a lot of those balls to start rolling.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, right? Like the average person doesn't know what they don't know.
Right.
And when you really look at it, unfortunately, the statistics show that over 60% of Americans live in paycheck to paycheck. 60% of Americans don't have $1,000 saved. And the reality is it's not just a how much money I make problem, it's a how much money I spend problem. And so once we start helping people understand you could actually build true wealth, first let's actually start budgeting. Let's know where our money's going and coming, right? Now we're talking about investing, and so to your point, the network is going to be pretty important because there's so many people that could actually open different doors, and also they're exposed to other information that you yourself may not have been.
Okay, so it's not all coming from you. You have experts on your panel. Talk about some of the people that are going to be on your panel.
I love it. So we have someone, so I did a Netflix documentary called Get Smart with Money, and another young lady that was in there, her name is Budgetnista. She's awesome. She is a New York Times bestseller. We have NBA great all-star Antoine Walker. He'll be there.
Oh, he knows something about money.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right? We know him.
We know him.
Yeah,
Okay,
we bring some of the greatest people from everywhere. So we'll have people that have a show on the real estate show. I can't even remember the name right now, but nonetheless, we'll have Chris Sane, a show on HGTV. Thank you. Yeah. Also, so we have Chris Sane, who's pretty remarkable. We have Kendra G. We have actor from The Chi. We have, we'll have experts from U.S. Bank, who's one of our big sponsors. We have experts, financial advisors that are coming from Morgan Stanley. We have people that we'll also be talking about life insurance and estate planning, and one of our other sponsors is Atlanta Life Insurance. And so at the end of the day, you're going to have some of the greatest experts coupled with everyday people where we make it much more digestible.
But let's be honest, it's not all just about money, about having a little fun too, right?
Absolutely. So we love to have some fun.
Yeah.
And so after the conclusion of the actual summit, we're going to have the all-white yacht party. 400 people on Nita D, and we'll be on Lake Michigan, and we'll see the fireworks. And once again, right, you have to meet people where they're at. And so it's important that, one, if you're making content, it's going on social media. But if you're talking about money, let's have fun while we're doing it. We're networking, we're having libations. And then Sunday, we're going to have the philanthropy, where we'll be playing basketball with some of the celebrities. Last year, we had people from the Bulls. We had people from the Sky. We had actors from the Chi. Who's that right there? Oh, that's my buddy. Yeah, he's. I actually played terrible first half.
Awesome.
I played pretty good second half.
Okay.
But nonetheless, that shot actually went in. But nonetheless, it'll be fun. We're bringing out the kids. We're partnering with over 20 nonprofits so that we're getting the right people in the building. And I think it's important, right? We're giving back, and more importantly, we're teaching our community.
Something you said earlier, I want to go back to. You said you can't get rich by saving money.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I love that. And so the biggest misconception about money, and that we've all been taught, right? Our grandparents, just save your money. The reality is your purchasing power is dwindling by just putting your money in a bank, right? And earlier you was like, your daughter just had a birthday, and we was like, okay, we can spend $6 or so, and we're going to put the rest in the bank. Well, the reality is the average savings rate in your bank account is roughly 0.4%.
I know.
And so if you look at inflation in the average year is roughly 3%. A few years ago, we saw it as high as 9%, et cetera. So the reality is if your money is only in a bank account, you're losing its purchasing power because at a bare minimum, your money needs to be making at least 3% each year. So therefore, you can't get rich by saving. You actually have to allow your money to be invested.
Oh, that's a fellow dolphin talking right there. My dolphin brother. All
And you want
right.
to know what's amazing? The summit is actually at Whitney Young.
High School. That's right.
Awesome. And tickets still available?
Tickets are still available. You can go to Maconomics.com, what you see there. And actually, because you guys are watching WGN, put in WGN as a promo code, and you'll get 40% off.
Fantastic.
Nice.